Learning in the yeshiva Pseik was a tremendous privilege. The yeshiva teaches all Talmidim how to strive for shleimus in all inyanim of avodas Hashem, be it in learning, be it in davening, the midah of emes, hakaras hatoiv, to be mekadesh Shem Shemayim wherever we go. And that's the message that I try to give over to my Talmidim in the classroom, to pass on the Messiah that I've learned from my yeshiva. The yeshiva has told me several times, in the name of a Shach Zatzal, that the tafkid of a melamed is to give over the geschmack of learning to the Talmidim. Like we say in Bechas HaTorah, v'harav no, we daven the Rebbeinu Shalom should give us, we should taste the sweetness of Torah, b'finu fi amcha beis Yisrael. And that's my goal as a Rebbe in the classroom every day, to give the kids a geschmack. Knowing that you're taking part in instilling in a child a cheshik for learning, to grow in learning, is a tremendous satisfaction and a tremendous chus.
The first period of time I was in yeshiva was sort of the shell shock of getting over being in a completely different environment than I was used to. But with time, I grew not only to get used to the yeshiva, but I grew to really grow very fond and love the yeshiva and everything that it stood for. I like to think that the decisions I make, the actions I take, and generally the way I conduct myself on a day-to-day basis is done through a lens of what would the yeshiva say about this, and would this be the way the yeshiva would tell me to conduct myself. The decision to come to Pseik was because I wanted to live in a city where I knew that every aspect of my day-to-day life would be influenced by the yeshiva. My children are in Yeshiva Katana, in which every major decision that's made is run past the yeshiva. I daven in a minyan, which was started by alumni of the yeshiva. Everyone recognizes that Pseik Clifton is what it is today, is only due to the yeshiva.
When I first came to the yeshiva, there were 10 bochrim, and I watched the yeshiva grow from 10 to 20 to 30 to 50, and here we are today, with a different town than it was when it became. I think that the yeshiva Tana looks the way it does in a large part because yeshiva lives here and is guiding us and is over and over again questions that we pose to him, how to be noyig, what to do. We'd have a completely different yeshiva, we'd have a completely different town without his guidance on every major step that we take. I have had hundreds and hundreds of opportunities to speak to him in learning, and that has really shaped my whole life as a Ben Torah, and it's him that I have to thank for basically everything that I am.
I think you really attribute a lot what I am and what I am giving over to the Shpa, to the Yeshiva Shir, and to the Shir's personality, and trying to emulate the Yeshiva in a lot of ways. I think the glattkeit that the Yeshiva has learning, his Seichel HaYosher that he has learning, is something that is very hard to imitate. And the Bikush is that every sugya, not to fool oneself and not to get away with just the mere basics and really delve into sugya. I think that's something that Yeshiva taught us. I feel that if you need an Eitzah Tova, means anytime I need an Eitzah, say it was in my personal life, say it was a shidduch for my children, and say myself, I feel he has a listening ear and he's caring and he's warm. And once you're a Talmud of his, you really feel that his kasher is an everlasting kasher. And a lot of the decisions that I made were really due to his input, and I felt that it was somebody that understands me and cares about me. And I'm sure I'm not the only one, I'm sure there's a lot of others, and feel that we rely on him.
The Yeshiva Shir and the Yeshiva's Derech HaLimud was very much to analyze the Sfaros, to see if they're truly glad, to see if they're truly emes. So now when I would say a Chabura or speak and learning with the younger light in my Chabura, Definitely try to work on seeing if the svaras, to analyze again if the svaras are really glatt, if the svaras are truly emes. And speaking with Gingalayit, either in learning or even in Mila de Alma, I find that the biggest compliment that I can get is that someone can say, I can see that you must have learned by Rav Stern, you must be a Talmud of the Pseic Yeshiva.
I have no words to express my akaras hatov to Yeshiva, to Ibn. It was a tremendous chus to learn in the Yeshiva. It's been guiding me ever since. Everything that I've learned in the Yeshiva, I've taken it with me.
I know I owe a tremendous debt of akaras hatov to the Yeshiva, and to the Yeshiva especially, for providing a structure for me where I can be where I am today and still continue to have a close shaychus with the Yeshiva and with the Yeshiva, and have it part of my day-to-day life, regardless of whether I'm sitting in the Kaisle Beis Medrash on a day-to-day basis or not.
I feel that the accomplishments that I've had, whether in learning or in life, definitely a direct result of my learning in yeshiva and having a shaychus to the Rosh Yeshiva.
I'd like to wish to Yeshiva Arichas Yom Vishonim, Gesund, Nachas, and it's my tefillah always that we should be together doing Torah, mitzvahs, chesed for the klal for many, many years to come. Ad B'yis HaGoyel.